Hello everyone, this is Nick Smith, and this is not a review, this is not the Phenomenal Critic, this is not a Sith Lord, this is not the morning segment, this is just me talking. First of all, I love TNA wrestling. I'm just going to put it out there. I love wrestling. I love WWE, I love TNA, but I'm more of a fan of TNA, but Hulk Hogan's flushing down the toilet, let's not go into that argument. What I would like to talk to you about today is the X Division, and how the X Division separates itself from TNA, from other companies. And one thing I would like to talk about is the X Division Championship. Now, WWE has their own championships, like the lower class, they have the Intercontinental, the United States. TNA has the Television Championship and the X Division Championship, which now Hulk Hogan is basically making the X Division Championship belt a Money in the Bank briefcase, practically, or basically. So, my question is, if you're making, so basically what they're doing is, if you become X Division champion, if you hold the X Division championship belt, and I guess it's only near Bound for Glory or something like that, I think it was near Bound for Glory, if I'm correct, or not. But, basically, Austin Aries won the X Division Championship, and then Hulk Hogan said, you know what, you have been the longest reigning X Division champion we've ever had here in TNA. So for your reward, I would like to give you a chance at the World Heavyweight title, but you have to exchange the X Division Championship belt back in order to get a shot at the World Heavyweight title. And Austin Aries went on to becoming the TNA World Heavyweight Champion. But they didn't do it to where, you could cash in whenever you want and attack from behind. No. And this is something I'm honestly just wondering. I may be wrong on this, but if you were turning the X Division Championship belt into a briefcase, basically a Money in the Bank briefcase, then what's the point of having the X Division Championship belt anyway? I mean, yes, you're able to hold on to it for a while, and then you can exchange it. But what is the point? In my opinion, honestly, okay. What they did last night is they basically did the CM Punk thing, where CM Punk was the second person in history to win Money in the Bank, cash it in. What they're doing with Austin Aries is last night, Chris Sabin was the X Division champion, and he took on Kenny King and Suicide. Suicide beat him, so now Suicide could cash in to become World Heavyweight Champion, but it wasn't really Suicide. Someone else took the costume to do it. And I was like, okay, I might have some ideas. And I was right, it was Austin Aries, because we haven't seen him. We have not seen him all night. And then at the end of it, he said, I am the man who beat you before. He took the mask off, the man who turned it in last year and became World Heavyweight Champion, and I'm going to do it again. I was like, oh man, they're doing what they did with CM Punk, which that's not a problem. I don't have a problem with that at all. My point to this is, what's the point of the X Division title other than it being a briefcase? To me, it basically just says, okay, we're just going to make the X Division title a briefcase. That's it. Now, they had something like this in TNA in the beginning, but it was something called Feast or Fired. It was, there was 4 briefcases, if I'm correct, 1 for the World title, 1 for the X Division title, and 1 for the Tag Team title, and there was a pink slip in the other. So, my question is, if you're using the X Division Championship belt as nothing more than a turn-in to become the World Heavyweight Champion, then what's the point of being X Division Champion in the first place? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the X Division. I love the high-flying, everything. I love it. But, just my point, if you're wanting to be the champion of the X Division, what's the point if you can exchange it for the World Heavyweight title? No, in my opinion, this isn't a briefcase. It's not something that you can exchange for a World Heavyweight title. It's the X Division title. It shows that you rule the X Division. You are the top contender in the X Division today. And now that they're making it basically a Money in the Bank briefcase, it just kind of makes me wondering, what's the point of winning being X Division champion if you're only going to hold on to it for a little while. Of course, so you can decide not to, but just my opinion, I honestly just think that them giving the fact that you can exchange it for the World Heavyweight title, it just kind of doesn't make any sense. In my opinion, it honestly takes purpose away from the X Division Championship belt and the X Division itself. I mean, yes, it is giving X Division people the opportunity to exchange it and get that big win that they've always wanted. I don't have a problem with that. My point is, though, if you're going to have them win the X Division belt and you can just simply just turn it in, it's like the X Division belt doesn't even matter. You know, in my opinion, it's just like Hulk Hogan doesn't care about the X Division. You know, it seems like he does, but also it just kind of seems like the X Division title has no purpose, has no reason except to be a cash-in. And, you know, that's honestly just my opinion. I mean, you know, I may be overreacting, and, you know, I may be wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if I was wrong, but just to me, it just kind of seems like they're just not making the X Division Championship worth anything except a cash-in. Which a cash-in isn't a problem. You know, WWE has the Money in the Bank briefcase that you can carry around for a year to cash in for a shot at the World or WWE Championship. That's fine, because it's not a title belt. It's not a championship belt. The briefcase the Money in the Bank briefcase is something saying, yeah, I have a shot at the World Heavyweight title whenever I want it. But I honestly just think it's kind of silly using a championship belt that defines a division to get a shot at the World Heavyweight title. You know, WWE doesn't do that with the Intercontinental, and yes, I know TNA is different, but just, I mean, I don't know, I might be looking at it wrong, and yeah, TNA is trying to be different, they're trying, but I just really don't see the purpose of just using the X Division Championship belt as a turn-in to get a shot at the World Heavyweight title. You know, if they did it with a briefcase or something, I could understand that. Or, you know, what happened to the Tri-Card tournament, or, oh shoot, there's another tournament that TNA used to do. But this is just my opinion. You know, I would like to know what you guys think of this. Do you honestly think that what they're doing is good? Is it stupid? Is it wrong? Give me your thoughts. Post and comment. Like this video. Subscribe. Tell me what you think about the X Division and what they are doing. I would like to know all your opinions. Thanks, guys. I'm Nick Smith. This has been a video of just me talking random. Bye.